in said vanilla dungeon layout doesn't always help.
Well, the other thing to consider with that is just because the shape of the dungeon is the same does not at all mean the path of the dungeon is the same. You can go to rooms that in the vanilla speedrun you never see.
Yeah, absolutely. There's tons of them, especially in levels 5 and level 8 that are just out there, and if you don't know about them, you have to remember they're there.
First look at our medium secret, it's right at 30.
Yeah, and we do see runners going different directions, seeking out open caves. 82 is our large secret. Not terrible, but certainly could be better.
Got the magic sword right there northwest of Vanilla Start. Not a bad place for it to be, but still we don't get many hearts in these rule sets because we only need 5 Triforces, so...
Yeah.
OPT trying to set up a screen wrap here, get over to 3. Or in that direction anyways.
Oh wow. Cantaloupe was checking out the Armo spots and he found the ladder. So he's got another free item coming his way if he can get over there before dying.
Ladder is one of the best early pickups. You're not having to hunt for it later on. You're not getting ladder blocked out of a Triforce or item early on, so it's a huge comfort factor, aside from the fact, you probably are going to need it in the end.
Yeah, early ladder really opens up your exploration options inside dungeons. Not so much of a factor on the overworld, but definitely huge to have it in the dungeons. Let's see, OPT cannot get into the cave on the Blue Ring Armos screen. One of the toughest ones to die on, but it's also one we see happen quite a bit for that very reason.
Yeah, that is a very narrow space. It's deceptively small on that screen, but then when you throw the spiders jumping around with their unpredictable movement, it's a task with no weapon. Even Boomerang would make that so much easier. Which Boomerang? Your decision.
Ooh, and the ladder item is the book, so now Cantaloupe also has an information advantage and discovers level 3.
Level 3? Great for being a short dungeon. Not a floor drop item, but maybe you can find your way into a staircase. It's probably worth checking a few rooms before going on.
Yeah. The only issue with vanilla level 3 is that it branches out in so many different directions. It's kind of hard to clear it quickly, and Cantaloupe is actually deciding against going in there.
OPT saw the ladder as he was doing a check and run, but gonna go back and get it, of course.
Yep. Now both runners have the ladder. It looks like he is heading immediately. Oh wow!
Racy.
The white sword item is the bow. So 2 of the 3 most critical items literally free on the overworld.
Still got to find a sword, though. It's going to be in one of the open caves in the world. We haven't seen the very northeast, which is starting to look a little more likely, but it can be one of the toughest places to get to. We've also got Vanilla 5 waterfall area. There's several places it could be.
Oh yeah. Plenty of open caves. Of course, it's going to be the one left of Vanilla Level 9, or in the far southwest corner. Those are the only 2 real options for the sword. But the rest are just illusions.
And now the book for OPT. So, got to these a little bit slower because he went the other direction, but only about a minute and a half difference in getting the book between the 2. And the only thing Cantaloupe really has right now on OPT is that large secret.
Yeah, a little surprised. Yeah, I was thinking OPT might go back into level 3 here, at least up an A to get full health, and then be on his way. But he is going to this time check it out, and I am 100% okay with this. Look, he immediately finds a bomb pack. That's 4 spots on the overworld now that he could check.
None of them, of course, would have the sword, but they could still be holding another level.
Make that 8 items. 8 spots on the overworld.
And obviously these are not friendly rooms to be without a sword, but
No,
OPT has no reason to mess around with it. He can just look and get out of the room and it takes no time. Meanwhile, he got 8 bombs that Cantaloupe has not been able to get yet.
Yep. Cantaloupe made 3 very rapid donations to the Human Fund up in the Northeast.
Got all these bombs for free. Are you proud of herself? Probably.
That is 45 rupees he no longer has.
So how much are you going to prioritize looking for the sword or exploring with the bombs? The classic question of runners. OPT finds the bow location. Sometimes the enemies just don't play nicely, do they?
No, you know, when you don't have a sword, you're really relying on, a lot of times, just the luck of their pattern. I mean, there are a few enemies that can be manipulated in one direction or another, but it's not perfect. It's not an exact science.
Another interesting side point. Here we are 6.5 minutes in. No sign of a bonus cave yet. Couldn't take the heart container if you wanted, but more likely can't get the candle yet. We also haven't seen one for sale despite a couple of shops so far. You hope that's not the rare item.
Yeah. Candle becomes a tricky thing for sure. If it's not easily accessible. I know this from my race Thursday night, where none of the candles, the free candles, were accessible without digging out the power bracelet from level 7. And the candle itself cost the maximum of 80 rupees. Of course, it would have been nice to have it earlier, but I waited it out and paid the price.
So OPT is using these bombs to break open a couple spots he couldn't get to before. As a result, he found a bomb shop, which was the first one we've seen. Bombs priced at 22 each. But that knowledge, you're probably going to be able to get back to more bombs later, although he's using a few too many for my liking in combat right now. Thanks, game. We really needed that hint. I don't think we've seen this area. Well, yes, we did. Cantaloupe got mugged here. The good news is OPT didn't have any money to get mugged of.
Yeah, he spent it all on gambling.
He only tried the once. That's kind of my cutoff, is 30. If I have 30 or less, I'll take a stab at it, because I'm really not losing anything if I wipe out. If you got 100, probably not worth it. Unless it's near start and you can do save retry. There's our second bomb shop. Both of them required bombs to get to. OPT takes the refill in 4. Is he going to check a couple rooms? They're open. Gets a key for his trouble. Well, the game rewards him with more bombs that time. Cantaloupe now going to get a try at this area where OPT couldn't get through before. It is the first bonus cave, so that's going to be the first blue candle.
That's huge, especially over there in that forest area where there's so many burn bushes.
That went well for OPT. Finds the magic key. He's able to block clip the diamond staircase, so exploration for dungeons just became a lot easier. I think there was a hesitation on Cantaloupe's part because knowing if you took that heart, you had a chance at the bow already. And you
Yeah,
certainly want to get that bow as fast as you can.
it'd be nice, but at the end of the day, it may not be absolutely necessary until the very end of the game. So it's a calculated risk to make, and having that candle will pay instant dividends.
We're starting to get a little more narrow on where this sword could be. What are you thinking at this point?
I've already told you where it's going to be. There's only 2 spots the sword can be. Left of vanilla level 9 or the far southwest corner. Those are from the start of the game, that's the only 2 places it could possibly be.
Vanilla 6 would be eligible, wouldn't it?
Not anymore. I think it has been removed from the flag set altogether. It's just those 2 spots every single time.
Okay.
But yes, level 6 is obviously also an option. As is the push grave if they haven't been there.
So Death Mountain's starting to look pretty likely.
Yeah, it's really the dream when you're playing these seeds and you don't have to go to Death Mountain, so it kind of becomes an avoid-at-all-costs sort of thing. And Cantaloupe going to go down here and check this southwest corner. He probably didn't want to do that without bombs, because he doesn't want to have to worry about maybe having to come back here to check that one screen in case something important is there.
And it's just a medicine shop. Actually, I'm surprised he up-aid there. Well, I guess you could screen wrap faster to that area, but... in any event, OPT has picked up some money now.
Yeah, he's got the money. Let's see what he chooses to do with it. It may be a bomb purchase reserve, more than anything.
Even the bomb upgrades if you could find them. But he is still in need of a blue candle, which we've not seen for sale yet. There's our wood sword.
Yeah, I forgot about that one open cave to the side of the normal power bracelet armor spot, so there's your sword, and Cantaloupe will be off to the races now. Finds the blue ring. It's a bit pricey.
The key, however, was inexpensive. I'm surprised he didn't pick one up.
That's good, because earlier we saw the key was rather pricey in one of the other shops. It was like 116 or something like that.
Overrewarded by the first bomb-eligible enemy with bombs.
Yep. He knew where his global count was because he hadn't killed anything.
Now he finds a bomb shop. All 3 bomb shops have been bomb-blocked. I just want to point that out.
Gotta make money to spend money, or spend money to make money, as OPT gets back up to that blue ring armo screen and is rewarded with his candle. Probably kicking himself knowing how soon he could have gotten that candle, and at vanilla level 6 we see vanilla level 6.
With vanilla wizrobes.
Yeah, there's no boss wizrobe, unfortunately. And they look a little beefy. They may just be 4, but they certainly weren't rolled low.
Not an eligible push, not a push block there. Oh, he walked out of the keys. Gonna go back for that? Probably. It's like one of those things. You move too fast for your brain to process what you just saw.
Yeah. Just wait till you're trying to walk towards an open door in a dungeon and realize you walk out of it because you didn't pay attention to which way you came in. Ooh, and that was nasty. Those blue moblins not going down to a bomb shot. They are rolled way high. I guess they've rolled up to 5, which I think is the maximum for them. Their Cantaloupe bought a key.
Where OPT is behind without the wood sword, but he's gonna get it now.
Yep.
So about a 2-minute gap in getting the wood sword. Cantaloupe really didn't get anything other than a little exploration in 6.
Yeah. He learned where level 6 was. That's about it. Oh, there's the hint shop.
That's pretty near start. You could do up A. Get all 3 of your hints.
They were a little pricey, but yeah.
I think you could
Hints
get
could be
2 and
huge.
then 1. Didn't memorize the prices though, but it seemed like it was within range to do that. I think we had a 50, a 30, and we have a bow.
Alright, 4 hearts for the bow. So yeah, seed literally free so far, right? Except for we can't find any dungeons.
Well, we found a couple. We found 3, we found 6.
Yeah.
We know where the magic sword is if we ever somehow got enough hearts.
Doesn't seem likely. Cantaloupe, though, now is going to go to level 3. Not surprised by this play. Gotta think he would probably also purchase arrows if he came across them.
Cantaloupe seeing the bombs he did not get for free earlier.
Oh, he's going to use his key there. Let's see
Not
if there's
exactly the reward he was looking for, but he can clear out this room.
Yeah. If this is the Triforce, that's about all that could be had. Again, level 3 can be so tricky with the way it's shaped. Getting a good, efficient routing of it. Although it's nice to have 2 blue dark nuts on this single tile row up here that you can attack from a distance.
Got a little too eager, took a bop. But you can just sit there on the ladder and take him out.
Ooh, we got $5.
Well, 10. They dropped one too. So, OPT also sold the hint shop and did not take advantage of them. The biggest thing a hint could tell you right now is where the silvers are. That is the one item we know is required still.
Yeah. Yeah, both runners have found 2 of the unofficial big 3 in the bow, ladder, and silvers. And my strategy so far in this flag set has been, if you have 2 of those 3, go ahead and go to level 9 if you're ready. Because you can make, it's just, to me so far it's been worth the gamble. Oh, step over the water to reach the red ring. So the red ring is ladder blocked in some form or fashion. Leok lurks with the magic key. He knew that already.
Well, OPT knows that. Cantaloupe does not. Level 1 has the power bracelet. Triforce in 3 for Cantaloupe. First pickup of the game we have there.
Alright, so a small bit of information for OPT. Cost him nothing but time.
Now, here's a strategic question for you. When you only need the 1 item, are you less likely to buy hints or more likely?
I, in that situation, might be more likely. Because when you need a lot of stuff, 1 good hint isn't going to win the race for you. When you only need 1 thing, 1 good hint could do it for you.
OPT takes the blue ring. See how much that potentially pays off in combat. If you cut your deaths down, that's a lot of time saved.
Definitely is. It does also mean that the next dungeon he finds will be the one that he has to step over the water for the red ring in.
You know what? If you could pay $250 for a red ring, people would do it every time.
100% of the time. Here it is, level 1. It's gonna happen.
Wisely gets the free... Actually, I was going to say Wisely gets the free key. He has a magic key. It really actually costs time.
Oh, hello, Red Candle.
Needed candle to get candle. Thanks, game.
Progressive seeds, man. How do they work? So now we know both items in level 1.
Actually soon pick up the magic key himself. It was I think the next room down. We got the hint that Power Bracelet was here, right?
Yes. So he's probably just trying to find. I mean, if he comes across the staircase, great. He'll pick up the Power Bracelet. But really, he's all about clearing rooms and getting the Triforce. He doesn't need keys.
I think you assume Power Bracelet not required until proven otherwise.
Yeah.
This could be it. Looks like it is.
And he's in the far corner of the dungeon, so he might pick this up and then up A. I could also be wrong. Nor'Estra makes a good point. Yeah, Heart Container would be nice knowing what the white sword item is. That's a very efficient use of that red candle there. I like that.
It's our first unlimited weapon aside from the sword. I guess you could call it medium range. It's not long range, but
oh yeah,
it's further than the sword.
Constant fire mid-range weapon. Constant, I say you can have I think two flames on the screen at the same time. Now let's see what Cantaloupe does now that he has the magic key.
Well, that plus the sword, and ladder, you've pretty well got near unlimited exploration of dungeons.
Ooh, he gets a good hint there. The red ring is in level 7.
A little bit better than the hint we paid for.
Yeah.
So they've moved in different directions throughout this seed. It's led to different things, but then they kind of end up circling back to the same places the other guy was at. So far, Cantaloupe has picked up the bow before OPT because of having the extra heart. We know it's only 4 required. Triforce in 1.
Alright, so OPT now done with level 1. In theory, on equal footing on Triforces for the moment, although Cantaloupe knows where the Triforce is in level 4 at this point. So unless it's blocked by something he doesn't have, which I think at this point could only be arrows,
or recorder.
He'll be picking up soon. Oh yeah, or recorder. Dig Dogger. It was a ladder block Triforce, but he's got it, and he is done with level 4 for good. We did not see the item in level 3, did we?
Level 3, I do not think we did. It's level 4 had the magic key.
Yeah, I'm in agreement there.
I track up my time the level, so sometimes I don't have the answer to every question.
Yeah. Cantaloupe with the bomb purchase kind of makes me think he might be heading to Death Mountain, considering where he is.
Yeah, it would make sense. Get these locations and then get over there. Level 8 for OPT. Great level to find. Especially with ladder and magic key.
Yeah. Certainly one of the 5. If you want to call it the dream dungeon finds in this flag set, since you only have to get 5 Triforce pieces, are typically 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. The 4 smallest dungeons, and then level 8 giving you 2 items.
Well, taking a half-heart damage from the Wiz ropes would have been a lot more without that. Well, would have been whole heart without the blue ring. Hey, Geiger could be blocking an item.
Of course. What else would he do? And there's his brother in the Chevy room. Nice map find though for level 8. I find that to be one of the hardest ones to get the layout stuck in your head real nice for. Boom.
Highland moles. A hyper-caffeinated one. Somebody gave them a quintuple espresso this morning.
Yeah, and they are guarding the top area of level 8, so you almost hope that the lion's mane has nothing in it if you're OPT.
Those whiz robes have been very rewarding.
Yeah, they're dropping it like it's hot.
Goma creeps at the grave. Location,
That's the kind of guy he
we're
is.
gonna go that way anyways.
Yeah, he can help it, he won't go there. So Cantaloupe taking a good bit of time here in level 1. That's good news for OPT, who also dug most of level 1 out, and you know, he was rewarded with that power bracelet that may or may not come into play.
Cantaloupe did not purchase hints, so a little bit of difference in the information gap. If you don't have any hints, there's no way I think you can leave one without both items unless you're somehow blocked from them.
Yeah, you have to know. It's just one of those things. Even if you've already found one item and it wasn't that useful, and then you think, okay, the whole Monty Hall problem means I should go to another dungeon now, but you can't do it. Level 1 just has this allure to it. It's so small and so rewarding that you absolutely cannot help but dig the whole thing out. Ooh, more Dig Dugger.
Why not?
Guarding the raft.
And also,
We'll
why
all
not?
float on now.
Don't you know if raft's required or not?
No, but if it is, OPT found it, and now he's going to try to find a way around some of these nastier enemy situations here in level 8. Not a lot of bomb walls working at the moment, and he certainly can't walk right from this room.
Really, other than the Triforce count right now, your sort of tail of the tape says OPT's accomplished more. Cantaloupe picked up ladder, book, blue candle, wood sword, bow. Triforce out of 3, magic key, Triforce out of 4, and the power bracelet. OPT's got ladder, book, magic key, blue candle, wood sword, blue ring, red candle, power bracelet, the level 1 Triforce in the raft. Now level 1 Triforce for Cantaloupe.
Yeah. And honestly, though, if it comes down to a race to finding the silvers in level 9, though, all this exploration for OPT means very little unless something about it pays off. Because if level 9 is available to Cantaloupe in this current state, and he can make it there first, I like his chances if that's where indeed the silver arrows are. Which, I'm pretty sure if they're there, we're not going to get a hint for their location out in any of the hint caves or anything, because I'm pretty sure level 9 is not factored into that. Hey, a Triforce.
Yeah, OPT, I guess, wants to see if the item is nearby before going back to that Triforce. Game has heart. What do you know?
Oh, everyone's favorite item or enemy to block clip against, the Landmola.
Maybe now he goes back to that Triforce.
I think he may be pot committed to this level 8, as Cantaloupe is there now as well.
It helps knowing you can get back to the Triforce easily enough that you don't have to worry. Well, why did it have to be the 3?
So Cantaloupe getting his raft, and OPT opening all the doors there on the bottom row, and finds another staircase. Can he get there? He can't take a hit from those blue Wizrobes.
He's got the blue ring.
Gets there.
He's got the wand.
Got the wand, which is what it is in this current state, because both runners have the book, so you kind of got to be careful with it. Got to use it more as a stabbing item than a projectile.
It also tells you that Dig Dogger was not required, which is a big piece of information.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge for OPT, because there were a lot of Dig Doggers in there. One technically blocking the raft, although, you know, you didn't have to use any tricks to get by him.
You know, I talked about not seeing the magic sword this often because of the heart containers being a little more difficult to come by.
No kidding.
Cantaloupe's found one, OPT's gotten none.
That blue ring purchase is going to be huge for OPT if it continues like this. And he doesn't even. Neither of them has found a heart container in a dungeon yet. OPT got one. You know, I mean, Cantaloupe got one out of finding another. Take any one you want. One extra one over what OPT did.
Don't think we've seen this bomb spot yet.
No.
Cantaloupe didn't have bombs when he came here. Good time to find some money.
$30.
And if I'm not mistaken, we've only seen the one hint shop so far.
No, I think we saw both of them. Just Cantaloupe is the only
hints.
one who found the other one.
Okay.
And did not make the purchase.
Chad wants to know, has only one heart been found 32 minutes in? Well, that's what happens when you can't find the bonus caves. They're apparently all on Death Mountain.
Yeah. Well, OPT getting a heart. How about it?
Not exactly Death Mountain, but close.
It's on the way. But yeah, it has been rough on the health front.
Which I gotta think that favors OPT's blue ring purchase a lot, because you're basically talking about him having double the health Cantaloupe does right now.
It favors him to a certain point, until you're facing Ganon with a wood sword. Well, make it 5 hearts.
He could definitely pick up the bow now, but I think you prioritize exploration into the Death Mountain area before you go back for the bow.
Yeah.
We are for want of silvers for Triforce and Go mode.
Yeah, but it's obviously very possible that we will be in want of silvers once we are past Triforce and Go mode. So, because any item can be anywhere in this flag set, there are no restrictions to their locations, short of, you know, the bow being in a diamond, in a push block behind a Goma or something like that.
Yeah, of course, silvers could be, though. We could still have a mandatory arrow purchase. We started off finding the ladder behind at Armos. The book was on the coast, so hints have been free throughout.
Yeah. I'm looking at the remaining items at this point, and really, white sword and silver arrows is about all that's left.
And one little possible advantage. Oh no, I take that back. Cantaloupe did get the raft. I thought OPT was the one to have that, but I'm wrong. Thanks, Melee Wizard, for being our tracker today, by the way.
Yeah.
So let's do that now. And thank you, Speed Gaming, for hosting us this afternoon.
So OPT, interestingly, clearing out that room took a lot of damage and got no reward, but if he can go get that clock, that'll be a huge reward for this room.
Very nice, especially because as long as you don't leave this dungeon, it's never going to respawn.
Yeah. Oh, we found level 9.
Alright, not enough Triforces to explore yet, but that's big information for Cantaloupe.
Oh, the tight race around the spiral staircase there by OPT to avoid the red Wizrobe beam. He can't do it that time, though. He's cornered, and that's instant death. It'll do 2 hearts of damage to him with the blue ring.
We were talking about this kind of room before the race started, and that is just one of the worst you could get Wizrobes in.
Yeah,
No
that
room to
situation,
navigate.
you almost have to just lay a bomb and pray that it detonates before they kill you.
And like I said, that room will never respawn, as long as you don't leave the dungeon.
And a much friendlier layout that time, and all the bomb drops. So let's check out this staircase.
Transport. Well,
Yeah.
I guess an item would have been a little too much to hope for there.
Oh,
Hey, Goma.
That's rough, because I'm pretty sure that's the only way to leave that room.
Well, unless the transport takes you beyond it.
Yeah, from within the confines of that room, yeah.
Hey, lots of Wizrobes.
Oh, don't make the same mistake again, getting stuck down there.
Well,
Well.
this is nicer. Maybe we can get some hearts. Or
Yeah.
just walk by them. Whatever.
Cantaloupe got a medium secret off of the raft spot over there, and it looks like he just recently found a blue ring shop. That might be his next play. Yep, that's where he's headed. Well, I take it back. That's not where he's headed.
Does the rupee boss yield the item? It's the
Ooh.
white sword.
Very nice. Yeah, if you're gonna dig out level 6 of the remaining dungeons, you kind of need it to have a good item.
Do you think that plays into OPT's decision making? Thinking, well, I need something to go right for me, so I need to take a gamble that my opponent probably won't make.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, as we're seeing Cantaloupe purchasing the hints that OPT did earlier. He's not going to be that pleased with them.
Those location hints are never great. I do like item hints. Tell me what item is in the dungeon. A little bit different angle in this sea room from when he came here the first time.
Somewhere else in this game, you encounter red Wizrobes, or yeah, with a reverse sea room. That's kind of an important room. I feel like somewhere in the game.
Caleb definitely favored on the Triforce count. OPT, I think a little more exploration towards the item front.
Yeah,
They're neutral
definitely
on him
so.
now.
Oh, and now he's done with level 6. Looks like Cantaloupe's going to try to dig out the item in level 3. If it's not the silver arrows, it's pretty much a bust at this point, you gotta think. We got the heart container, both bananas, the silver arrows, and the recorder remaining at this point.
Another thing that may be worth keeping in mind is OPT got his Triforces from 2 of the harder dungeons to get them out of. So, theoretically, getting back to 3 or 4 could get those Triforces out faster, but he doesn't know where 9 is. We now know that 3 has the recorder.
Okay. Short of Dig Dogger or the lake holding the silver arrows, that is not going to be to Cantaloupe's favor.
No, but pretty quick pickup, so I don't think you're going to be too disappointed about having it and moving on.
Yeah. The only issue with it there was that it was his third time going into the dungeon. So.
Redbird asks where the white sword was.
The white sword
the white
item.
sword was in 6. The white sword item is the bow, and that's in the forest.
Yeah, it was in the open cave in the forest.
Wood arrows. I like that purchase, actually.
Yep.
He's got bows.
100%.
He's got arrows as soon as he picks up the bow. And we still don't know that we're not Goma blocked. But arrows also offer you well, not unlimited, but they offer you a fully ranged weapon without the fire in your face. No sign of the leave any room, the meat block room, or the bonus bombs.
Those could be eating up some very important hints in level 9.
In particular, the Silver's hint. Cantaloupe does pick up the wood's arrows with the bow, so now has that full armament. Now I think OPT's gonna head and get the bow.
Yeah. I mean, if he purchased the arrows, it's certainly on his agenda.
The other thing he could do is come back to the levels he's seen over here and get the Triforces he did not get earlier.
Yeah. Cantaloupe discovering level 5 on Death Mountain. Useful because he needs a Triforce. Outside of that, you know, it's a larger dungeon to dig out. Although his choices at this point are limited to levels 2 and 7, probably.
Level 7 there, in one of the more interesting spots it could be.
Oh, is it on the raft spot up there with OPT?
It's on the raft spot.
Oh, man.
OPT noped out of it, but that could be the play that does it.
Level 5's not going to be the place to find your items.
What are our options at this point?
2 and 9.
And 7.
No, 7 has the red ring. We got a hint for that earlier.
Never mind.
Cantaloupe got the hint that red ring is in 7. OPT just knows that it's ladder blocked.
So OPT has got 3 and 4 that he can get the Triforces out of, which is all he needs. So we should see... He does not yet know where 9 is, but I think we're going to see him get to 5 Triforces pretty quickly.
Yeah. Did Cantaloupe not get the Triforce out of level 8?
I didn't check my notes, but I think we're correct on the tracker.
Okay.
Yeah, he did not. What were our items in 8?
8 had the raft and the wand.
Raft and wand, and I didn't have him... He picked up the raft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He did that at 30 minutes. And looks like that's all he got out of 8, so maybe he thought he was blocked somehow.
Ooh, he did find a bomb upgrade in level 5, though. That's nice.
Not something to turn your nose up at, especially when it's a bonus 5.
Yeah, and then immediately finds the compass as well. So while level 5 in some means was fruitful, we've got a bait block.
Is it a true block, though?
I think it is. Unless there's a staircase leading up there, we've got ourselves a bait block.
That's something that would favor OPT, who's going to have no reason to go to level 5.
Yeah. both players have in fact turned their noses up at the bait so far. Okay, this should be a transport staircase. Let's see where it takes us.
Oh, right next to Triforce, even.
Never mind.
That's no fun.
So, bait not a thing.
Although, what room do I have to go for Triforce in? Those turrets,
nice.
they're subtle, but they make everything a little bit different.
Nice double stun, though, by Cantaloupe.
Very much so. So, one Triforce short of entry to 9 for Cantaloupe. Also knows where 9 is, which is a definite advantage right now.
Yeah. And he knows where level 6 is, but I'm not sure that he wants to try to dig it out. Certainly wouldn't be choice number 1.
OPT wants to find this item in 3.
He has taken a very different path through it than Cantaloupe did.
Well, explored everything but the right section at this point.
Yeah. He'll find the same level of dissatisfaction with it. Oh, yep, and you can't... Every wall in level 3 is bombable, except when it's not.
You know, you put an old man on the other side of it.
Yeah. So
or the sideways staircase.
Yeah. And the question now becomes, yeah, you know, you're this close to it. If it turns out to be crucial, you have to, yeah, you got to pick it up. But now you're done with level 3 forever. Don't forget your bow, OPT.
Yeah, that's his biggest thing right now. He has the arrows, which hopefully prompts him to remember to pick it up.
Yeah. I know it was on his agenda. You just have to actually do it. And then both of these guys trying to find level 2. We haven't checked any these power bracelet spots.
There it is. Checked a few of them. He checked the one over at Death Mountain area. Or Grave area, I guess I should say.
Yep. So we are going to get a full item rundown, most likely, at this point.
A big difference in time for OPT to get the bow. Over 30 minutes, actually. But not too much impact difference.
Yeah.
That's the second hinge shop. He didn't save before this, though, so he's only going to be able to get one more hint. Thanks, game.
Yep. So we learned everything about the red ring.
We learned you needed the raft, we learned you needed the ladder, and we learned which level had it.
Yep. A lot of level 7 knowledge, or red ring knowledge here.
So, question of time. How much time does it take Cantaloupe to get his last Triforce and this item out of level 2? It's a floor drop item, so you gotta do more room killing.
Yeah. A lot of room clearing. It's nice that it's there, or it might just, yeah. It's always nice that you have the chance that it might be laying on the floor when you walk in. But, yeah. And on the conversely, you have to kill these blue Darknut rooms. Or they will kill you. 2/3 chance that we're finding a banana in here.
Did we see one already? No, we didn't.
Nope.
Okay.
All we have left at this point is the silvers and both boomerangs scattered between levels 2 and 9.
Not that it's an option yet, but that would cause me to really prioritize level 9. Because you also have the chance of hint at 9.
Oh yeah, absolutely. if level 9 wasn't the priority yet, it is now. It just so happens that he has to get a Triforce out of here anyway. So the question becomes, if he finds the Triforce before he finds the item, how quickly does he make the decision to leave?
For Cantaloupe, I think you're committed to this play. You do not want to get beat because you didn't search one of 5 rooms in level 2.
Yeah. It's very hard to leave. The math might suggest that, the odds are in your favor to go to level 9, but you gotta find it in level 9, which is a problem in and of itself.
I always say, don't do math while live on Twitch. It'll always betray you. But here's the thing, when you're talking about that math, what you're first thinking is the chances of it being in the dungeon. So, okay, there's only a 1 in 3 chance that it's here in 2. But the real question is, how many rooms do I have to search for that item? And the search count at this point is so much lower in 2 than it is 9.
Yeah.
And to answer the question in chat that you already answered in chat, OPT's not found 9 yet. Cantaloupe does have that information.
Yep, and we got our item in level 2. It was not the silver arrows.
Now, hopefully for OPT, he's able to find 9 relatively quickly. If he found 2, he might be tempted to search.
He found 2.
Well, does he search? Does he leave it? I think it's a much more justifiable case for him to leave it, having not done any exploration yet.
Yeah, 100%. 100% agree. And logic suggests that he is going to find level 9 extremely soon. And then after all of this, be the first one into level 9.
Cantaloupe, though, should not be far behind and knows going in there that silvers must be in 9.
Yep.
Here's
so
our
we're probably going to see a
entry.
difference of maybe 30 seconds on level 9 entry at this point.
I guess you could call that 52:15 for an entry to 9 for OPT.
Yeah, and it's going to be the Great Staircase Hunt.
The good news is, 9 has its vanilla shape. The bad news is, it still has a bunch of transport staircases.
Yeah. The vanilla shape is both the good and bad news in a sense. You don't know where the bomb walls are. Cantaloupe not taking the staircase. And has no bombs. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, OPT has no bombs.
That's a little...
Cantaloupe has plenty of bombs.
However, I do believe there are bomb shops very close to this. But they were 22 each, so OPT would need money to go purchase them. Or, just find them on the ground. That too.
Cantaloupe did get the location of Zelda.
Kidnaps in the southwest.
And as is a rule in this new flag set, at least it seems, Patra will probably be blocking Ganon's noise.
Another little subtlety. OPT has the wand. Cantaloupe does not. So
and the white sword.
That could be different.
Yeah. White sword, yeah, I was going to mention the white sword, and then you mentioned the wand. That is 2 items with double the combat abilities of the wood sword that OPT's got. He's got double the defense, double the power. They have the same amount of health, or at least hearts. So yeah, twice as many hits on OPT's side. And Cantaloupe has found Ganon. It's not going to do him a lot of good right now unless he can bomb out of here.
No, it never hurts to know where Ganon is, but now you're going to have to obey.
Yeah. It's a good find, though. Will be useful later. Kind of figure out, and he may even find another path to Ganon in his travels that works better for him as he tries to search out the silver arrows.
So having found Ganon, we're not as prioritized about listening for his roar. We know the quadrant of the level that Zelda is in, while the compass would still be useful. It is all about finding this Triforce right now. Not Triforce, Silver Arrows.
Yeah. And I like Cantaloupe's chances right now in finding it sooner because of that bomb advantage that he has. It's pretty significant. You can die in level 9 and come back from it. It's hard to run out of bombs in level 9 and come back from it.
Subtlety in what OPT is doing. He's leaving the room to get a different priority on the enemy's spawn. That worked out without him having to fight that blue Wizrobe.
Yeah. Great strategy. End result was he just had to fight Lanmola in the far recesses of level 9, but the spirit of it was correct. 100%.
Hey, that Lanmola ran down very easy to the wand.
Yeah. Yeah, that is one place where the book is very useful. It looks like Cantaloupe may have miscounted a little bit, because he looked like he was trying to force a bomb and got a 5 rupee instead. Otherwise, I don't think he would use a bomb in a room that he'd gotten a clock drop in.
Well, 9 wants to keep rearming OPT with the bombs.
Did he check to see if that was a staircase?
I was just wondering the same question. I don't think I saw him push it.
Yeah. Oh!
Here we go with
no!
the boomerang!
It's the boomerang! So Cantaloupe has literally searched out everything. I think he knows... Yeah, because he had the hint about where level 7's item was. And he got a hit... He got a hint about the white sword being in 6, too, didn't he?
I don't know that, actually.
Otherwise, there's still a... If so, there's an item at large for him in level 6. He knows where everything else was, though. Short of the wand, I guess he doesn't know it could be an 8 for him, but fortunately for Cantaloupe, it's the right play to stay in level 9.
Yeah, I don't think you can leave 9 once you're here unless you see the hint that said Silver's lie elsewhere.
Yeah, maybe something to ask him about later.
So you can see from the tale of the Triforces, they took very different paths to get here.
Yeah, no kidding. Cantaloupe spent time in 6 and 8, but did not get the Triforces there. OPT spent 1 room in level 2, so I can't really count him as having, been in level 2. But never was in 5. Found the location of 7, but that was it. So OPT did much less exploration of dungeons in terms of, sheer volume than Cantaloupe did.
Yeah, a lot of it worked out pretty well for him. Especially with the hints, he knew he didn't need to mess with 7. This level 9 is being kind on the bombs.
Oh, he found Ganon's. He knows where Ganon is now. But yeah, the room full of red Wizrobes doesn't drop bombs, but then there's a bomb drop in the room. What if those had been Silvers right next to Ganon?
We have got ourselves a race.
Oh, no doubt whatsoever.
And they're exploring different parts of this level, so...
I feel like I haven't seen this spiral staircase before.
No, I don't think we saw Stelpos with bombs. That would have been noteworthy as well. OPT up 8, he's back to the start of 9, I think for the 3rd time. I don't believe OPT has, it's always been constant exploration.
And despite that, he's only seen about half of level 9 so far. That'll happen sometimes, though, when you're taking staircases in a more cavalier fashion. You don't hit as many rooms as quickly. We see that green tunic coming into play as Cantaloupe falls once again.
know the silver arrows are here. We know the wood boomerang is the other item. Cantaloupe found at OPT is not. We know Zelda's quadrant. We know Ganon's room. Both runners have found the location of Ganon's room. Cantaloupe's been in it, OPT's been next to it.
Yeah, you can't bomb into Ganon's room though, so you have to find an actual staircase. Man, wouldn't the wand be nice here for Cantaloupe? Although he does have a plethora of arrows.
Yeah, and block clipped to stay out of the path of the land molas.
And nice bomb force. Unfortunately, that block does not push open a staircase. So all he has to show for it is an extra bomb.
Mentioned that the wand was a nice thing to have against the Patchers. Have we seen Cantaloupe kill a Patcher?
Probably not at this point. Do not adjust your screen. They're not in the same place right now.
Same level. But I think OPT's already been in that staircase. Yeah, given where that is, I'm pretty sure he cleared that room. A little low on health. Does he have a potion?
No. He got the letter, but never got a potion.
Finds the boomerang.
And there's the boomerang.
Okay, that C we wondered about did not push, so I think
Okay.
OPT did check it.
Okay. We hear Ganon again, so I think this may be a way to actually walk into Ganon's room here.
Was Ganon above this or to the right? I think he was to the right.
Okay.
Hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
Chat doesn't think either runner has a potion. I believe that's correct.
Yeah, pretty sure that is correct. Ooh, you couldn't find a better room to be in at half a heart than Stalfos. Not exactly threatening, and they can draw parts.
Okay, so OPT was below Ganon. Because he could bomb to the right there, and he couldn't bomb Ganon's room.
Got it, okay. So he is 100% sure of Ganon's location and found multiple ways, it seemed, almost to get there. No location of Zelda yet, though.
We got the hint. We know the quadrant.
Yeah.
Not specifically yet. The thing about finding that hint, though, is sometimes it makes you a little more reluctant to explore one area of a dungeon because of that knowledge.
Yeah. Which
Although we'd have to find a path there to even have that option.
Is this a push block room that we haven't... I feel like surely we've seen this room that Cantaloupe's in right now, because it's in the right-hand side, and I feel like OPT cleared out pretty much all of that area.
Yeah, I think these
Nope,
first...
never mind. Never mind. It's the silver arrows.
Wow. I thought OPT had full cleared that side of level 9, and apparently he missed one room. I thought he had the first 2 columns on the right side done. But that's the silvers. He knows the path to Ganon, he's been in the room. Now you just gotta do it on 3 hearts, green tunic,
And 1 sword. That's nothing new, though, for Cantaloupe. You just gotta remember how to get to Ganon. I know mapping level 9 is not something he does on a daily basis.
Got the hint to Zelda as well now, but we don't know a path. But apparently that path might go through a shoot room. So that also gave us the information that OPT is searching the wrong side of level 9.
Yeah.
How long does it take to get back over to the correct area?
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing for him where he's at right now.
He could, in theory, find the path to Zelda. But the only way that works out for him is if it is an extremely trolly path.
Yeah.
Here's Ganon.
Once more, from the top.
Not the best room to fight Ganon in, and the hugs... I'm sorry, the Hyrule drivers come plenty. Limited movement. Okay, OPT up 8, so he's now back in the right section of 9. In fact, I think he's very close to it.
Yeah, gotta be close. However, and there's the hint. One more room that he didn't check yet in this portion of level 9.
Big. That's big, especially with how much of this area he's cleared already. So that moat room poses interesting challenges in dealing with Ganon. Your movement gets a little bit limited. Even if you move out on the raft, you can get caught there. Not raft, ladder. Cantaloupe versus Ganon, round 2. Fight!
Yeah, it's not a hard fight to do if you've got a lot of defense. But man, oh man, if you are in a situation where you can only take a hit or two from Ganon, it is going to be very difficult to survive.
And that's 2-0 for Ganon. So OPT got the hint about the silvers, but he's still exploring.
Yeah, looks like he might
Ganon
have
loves
found
it.
the way to Zelda at this point.
Well, we didn't find the shutter door yet.
No?
Hopefully the staircase takes him back in the right direction, though.
Yep, it does. It takes him... There's one room north of you you haven't been yet, OPT.
Check it, check it. In fact, I think that's even the cutoff.
Yeah, like, it had...
No! It's either the
It
one
had
above
to
you or
be
below
that
you.
room!
I don't think he knows what the quadrants are on the hints. Do you want to explain that one, maybe?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm going to let OPT try to explain it later. Maybe he read Northwest?
First hit on Ganon, but then the second one's the Hyrule driver. When he tries to redirect. Ganon 3-0 so far.
With one no contest the first time he went in.
Fair enough. Hyrule's undefeated heavyweight champion. Or should we call the moat room the undefeated champion?
You know, it's certainly the canvas for a difficult competition, and it really does kind of look like Little Mac versus Bald Bull here when you look at the sheer size of the pig.
Yeah, we are talking about something that is right in Cantaloupe's wheelhouse to fight Ganon. If you speedrun this game, that is the one skill that theoretically absolutely translates, but the differences in rooms can really mess with your strategies. Okay, round 4.
Fight! Of course, Ganon doesn't spawn in the same normal ways. Oh, if he could have gotten Ganon to stay on the left there, he could have had a chance.
That actually looks like a pretty good pattern on the movement.
Oh.
Got him twice, 3 times, looks like we got it.
If he can just hang in here.
Oh,
he lost him.
He got away.
Oh, and he got him! Oh, Ganon!
Oh, Cantaloupe had the stun lock and lost it. So if you're not familiar with the movement of Ganon, he moves in a pattern. He's not teleporting. So that was a pretty favorable movement pattern, which is what let Cantaloupe get the stun lock going in the first place. But that timing gets tricky.
Question in chat, where was Silver Elves? Silver Elves are in 9. They're in the northeast, in the one room that OPT has not checked in the northeast. He was one room away from them earlier, with the hint that they're in the northeast. And
yeah, he's 3 rooms away right now. And he can walk there.
And he won't. Or will he? Come on, you can do it. Just go.
One of the things that I think might impact you is he didn't pop that door open with the key. If there's that wall opening notated on your map, then it's a little easier to see, hey, I haven't explored that room. Whereas now it can look like, I didn't have access to that room.
Yeah. He's still in the general area.
Alright, here's the other question for Cantaloupe. How many times can you afford to just go into the fight with Ganon versus going out, say, and finding a potion?
He doesn't have the letter, I don't think, so probably infinite number of times.
Okay, spoil sport. Yeah, blue ring's completely not an option for him at this point.
Yeah, if I know what I know about Cantaloupe, he is stubborn enough, in a good way and bad way, I suppose, if Ganon keeps killing you, to do this until he does it. He's a speedrunner, so dying over and over again has never affected him.
That's a favorable pattern. He's got Ganon. Does he keep it this time? No! His timing was a little off. He saw the Ganon poses change. But can he pick it back up? No! There it is.
There's a driver.
If he gets away, he's not on the same pattern anymore is the problem. So when Cantaloupe loses him, you've got to pick up a new pattern. But yeah, Redbird, who is definitely a Ganon fighting expert, says he's just a beat late. You could see that when the pose changed. If you nail Ganon perfect timing, the pose does not change.
Yeah, which in that case it just meant that Ganon spawned on the left side again and he got him before he moved, which is a great skill. Oh, hey, there's Zelda's location.
So now that we have the map, it's a little easier to point out where the silvers were. Basically, I think they're the room 1 north of the right eye.
Yeah, that's exactly where they were, in the left dash column, 3 down. Wow, this path to Zelda, though.
And that could work out to be a good thing for OPT, because if it's this trolley, it could still take a lot of time for Cantaloupe to explore it. Oh, he's going recorder strats now.
Oh, man. Oh, it was a good thought.
Well, I don't know if Ganon's undefeated or if the moat room is undefeated. I think any other room, and this would be a different scenario for Cantaloupe.
Yeah, open floor plan, he's got this by now. It allows for more movement around the edges, which is really what you need when you're fighting Ganon.
And of course you have to go through these whiz robes every time. There's actually another path to Ganon, I just don't think it's faster. Chad thinks that OPT read the silver hint as northwest instead of northeast. That's looking very likely.
It almost has to be at this point. I mean, as he has avoided the northeast like the plague.
On the other side of Ganon's room now.
I wouldn't hate it if he accidentally went into that hint again. I mean, if we can be honest with ourselves.
Chat saying OPT needs to take a death and get back on the right track. I'm not sure he wouldn't come back this way if he took a death. I'd almost rather he find Zelda's room.
Okay, so Cantaloupe had a little more health going in this time. He had full health, so let's see if that helps.
He did have that once before, but that's a better pattern. That's the right pace. Ganon not changing poses. Oh, he did this. He lost it. I was just saying how well he had the poses. The first 3 hits, Ganon didn't change his pose, so you had the right pace. Then on that last one, you changed.
The fireballs are missing him now. Look at this fireball pattern.
No, this is working out great so far. Now can you keep it? There it is! We've got bacon.
And how?
So that was 12 minutes from Silver Arrows to Ganon going down.
Yeah, having already known the location of Ganon, so it literally took him 12 minutes to kill Ganon.
Oh, for OPT. It just hurts. If he had gotten those silvers the one time, this would have been so different. Though, it still would have been a hard room for him to fight Ganon in, but with that blue ring, he could have taken a few more hits. You can just see that section of the map he's not been in. That small little slice where the silver arrows are. He came in here, I think, with only 2 bombs, but this was a very bomb-friendly level 9. Kept him going throughout. He's been in nearly constant movement. We also know, thanks to his exploration, that Cantaloupe is not going to have an easy time getting to Zelda.
Yeah, the question in chat, he knows the area where Zelda is, but it's almost by default at this point. But we have not found quite how to get there.
Both of our runners saw the hint for which quadrant she's in. OPT found the compass specifically, obviously. I hope this wall bombs. Ah!
We'll never know.
Unless he goes back.
We'll
I wonder if maybe one of his staircases got mismarked. Because he's been in that room. If he's tracked his level 9 fully, he should know he's been in that.
Yeah. OPT's been virtually everywhere except for the room surrounding Zelda and the room with the silver arrows in it. So that's really all there is.
A lot of things went well for these runners. I mean, anytime you start off with the bow and the ladder in hand, you toss the magic key on top of that. Cantaloupe sees the hint again for northeast.
Yeah.
He didn't need it.
Oh. Painful death.
And the trouble is, even if you think you've got the hint wrong at this point, there's more levels over where OPT is more rooms in the level where OPT is exploring than what he's left behind. So if you're discounting what you thought you saw at the hint, you're you're still going to explore the same area.
Yeah. Yeah, you're never going to pick one room over 5. Yeah, that was something we talked about a little bit earlier, Redbirdie. It's not Cantaloupe's thing to track level 9 on a regular basis because he's, I wouldn't even say primarily, he's completely a vanilla player of the game outside of the tournaments.
Okay, this Patra is actually looking pretty required. We never found a path to Zelda that didn't involve this room. Unless you can bomb that wall. But that Patra very likely is blocking the way to Zelda, or I think we'd have already found her room.
This is just... No, Cooper, he did not. He was never even in level... Or he was in level 6 for like a second, which is where the white sword was. And he did not dig the wand or the Triforce out of level 8.
Okay, that Patra down for OPT. And...
That was the bombs or keys room that he cleared out earlier.
Alright, so I take that back. This Patra's not required. Okay, could this be the staircase that takes him back? Because there was a connection.
Yeah, that was the one that took him back. So if he goes to this room, here it is.
Just gotta get past some whiz ropes. There is still a chance.
This Patra fight over here, though. The most agonizing.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
Silver's at 122 for OPT. That is 18 minutes after when Cantaloupe got it. It's 6 minutes after Cantaloupe got Ganon. Now should have the path to Ganon. The next room over. Hopefully these Wizrobes kind on the hearts. Wizrobes kind, what am I saying?
He did get 1 heart.
Oh, that wasn't the right room. Sorry. My bad.
I'd say he's probably gonna get a fairy here. So, and he did. So here's Ganon for OPT. This could be something.
Alright.
Technically on equal footing if he takes down Ganon here.
Full health. Beam swords don't work out. Still trying to get that stun.
He's taking a very different pattern here.
Yeah. He's got the white sword, it's only half as many hits. He's got the blue ring, can take twice as much damage, but one horse is gonna be too much.
Those drivers, man. Those drivers. Yeah, Cantaloupe is out of bombs now. I figured I was gonna say that right before he killed that red Wizrobe.
Well, he killed the red Wizrobe and only got a rupee. Half a heart.
OPT is gonna head to the fairy fountain.
It's a quick path to Ganon. I don't think this is wrong. Yeah, OPT did pick up the letter. That is a very good point.
I have to assume he's heading towards the potion shop.
But Cantaloupe doesn't have to do a lot of combat at this point, just has to navigate the path. But OPT spent a bunch of time trying to find that path and never did.
Yeah. This
For
is
a
only the
9, this is about as crazy as you could do.
You know, it's only crazy in one way. The Silvers and Ganon were not that crazy, except for what has happened in this seed.
All right, here goes OPT. He's had one round against Ganon. Didn't work out. Now he's going to have a whole lot more health than Cantaloupe was able to go in with. Oh, that's timely.
Yeah, that red Wizrobe screen right before start, I figured Cantaloupe would be hanging out there in this situation, being out of bombs.
Here we go. OPT versus Ganon round 2.
At most, he's going to have to get 7 hits in here. Or 8 hits.
1.
And he's definitely trying something different here.
Got the
and
stun
who's
lock.
to blame him? Who's to blame him?
Got Ganon.
I was going to criticize his style, but... You know, all you have to do is buy the potion, and it just increases your confidence in fighting Ganon 30-fold, it seems. The pig is down. The race is on to try to find Zelda. Can it be done?
At this point, OPT has the exploration advantage. He was digging this area of the dungeon so much, I don't think he found the specific path. But
Yeah,
there's less for him to look for. He's explored much more of this 9 than Cantaloupe did.
If there's like a bomb wall down here or something that we haven't gotten yet, it's ball game. It's ball game. This has got to be it. There's no other way.
Has to be. Oh my. You're a room away.
Wow.
And he did it.
The fire too strong, but OPTLawyer and his bow tie finishing in first place. Official time 1 hour 26 minutes and 1 hour 27 minutes and 2 seconds. And
wow.
Having seen that, it looks as though Cantaloupe has said, you know what, I've seen enough of this level 9.
What what a 9. That was, I think, a full 10 minutes of exploration of that 9 for Cantaloupe to try and find the path to Zelda.
Whew.
And both of our runners are able to join us now. OPT, rough estimate, how fast is your heart rate going right now?
Extremely.
Right. Wow. What a level 9.
So, did I misread that hint? I swear to God it said northwest.
100% you misread it. It said
Okay.
northeast.
Okay. I wrote it down wrong.
Yeah. It was a race in level 9 for, what, 20 minutes almost? Thereabouts? I mean, y'all entered level 9 within a minute of each other. And it was a race for Cantaloupe to find Zelda and a race for you to find the silver arrows. Just wow.
I have no idea how to even get to Zelda. I was like southwest. I'm in the bloody southwest. Where is it?
Yeah. Well, it was a bomb,
Yeah.
unfortunately for you.
It was a bomb after a staircase. I knew that because I knew that was the only way there. Because I found every other staircase looking for those darn arrows, and and there was that darn shoot room there.
Oh,
with Patra, no less.
Oh yeah,
with the Patra. Yeah,
so
You had to
that
go-
room.
yeah.
That
You had to
room
go.
that- Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. You have to go through that room, through the toll room, or find the 6 staircase, whichever one, or that staircase, whichever one. Go through that and then bomb downwards.
I didn't go through that one. I got to that one. And I just bombed and got frustrated and just left. And that was my last bomb.
Yeah, you had to bomb right one room south of the bomb or keys toll, and then
Bomb
walk down.
right? No. Oh,
Yeah.
I bombed down instead of right.
Yep, it was to the right, man.
So Cantaloupe, it seemed like the moat room made such a difference in that fight for you.
Yeah, I've fought Ganon hundreds of times, and I'm not used to fighting him in that moat room. I haven't done many randomizers, and just seeing him, it took me a while to figure out exactly what to do there. And then once I figured it out, I had no problem. But it took several times.
Yeah, you got a real nice setup on that last fight, though. 3 fireballs, none of which could hit you where you were standing.
Yeah. Once I saw I had that pattern, I was like, okay, as long as I don't move a pixel, I should have this.
Yeah, whereas OPT, you took a very different approach to it. You fought him from the center, and I was getting ready to criticize it, and all of a sudden you had a stun lock, and so I couldn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I've just finished watching a video that actually kind of showed how Ganon moves. I'm like, okay, I'm not really good at the stun lock thing, but I know he comes to the center a decent amount, so I'm gonna stand here. I've got a red potion now, and I got lucky on the guess of where he was gonna go.
Also known as the confidence builder, because once you buy the potion, you don't need it.
Right, exactly, right?
How many hearts did you have?
What was it, 6?
Same as you, except for he had the blue ring and the white sword.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a blue ring?
Yeah. Yeah, I found 2 shops with it.
Oh, I did too. It's just a running meme on my channel. I always just acknowledge it.
Gotcha.
The hard date, the potion.
Yeah, I found where the red ring was, or at least I know where it is.
Yeah, it's in 7. I saw that. I never even found 7, and once I saw that,
yeah, I found 7. But I'm like, okay, because I'm like, I have the raft. I might as well check. It's level 7. Like, well, I'm not gonna dig level 7 unless I have to. Was kind of hoping to be like level 9 or something, because everyone ignores the raft. And no, it was 7. And then I went down a little bit, I think onto the coast, and immediately saw the sail to get the red ring. I'm like, well, cool. I don't have to go back there. I guess.
Yeah, once I saw the sea being like very wizard heavy, I was like, okay, I may have a slight advantage with the combat stuff, but like I told you in the Discord PM dude when we made the race, I was like, I am not a good randomizer player. I suck at routing on the fly.
I misread that. I can't believe I misread that hint, because I swear to God I said northwest.
We're thrilled you did, because actually it would have kind of taken some of the sting off of that level 9 had you known to just go up that one time.
Right.
Up one room.
Right. What happened was I was so excited that I was in level 9 and the hint wasn't lies elsewhere. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's here!
Yeah. I knew the arrows had a good chance it was in 9, because there was I knew it wasn't in 7, and the only 2 other, there was 1 item in 8 and 1 item, of course, the item in 6. I was like, well, it's 50-50. And I usually have bad luck, so I'm thinking to go to level 8, but I was like, no, I'm going to go to level 9 because I would never do this, and it worked.
I found level 2 and I never went into it. I don't know what was in level 2, and I never found level 5.
2 was...
Magic boomerang.
Yeah, magic, yeah, and I'm not sure if you saw the look on my face when I picked that up. I'm like, oh, come on. I hate bananas.
Well, Cantaloupe, any thoughts for you going forward to the next round of Swiss?
Easy win for whoever it is. So,
I'll see you there, man. We'll fight to see who can lose the hardest.
Hey, it's all good, man, and but yeah, things happen. GG, man. Congrats. Glad you came through. I knew once I struggled in 9, I knew I was going to lose. I was just waiting for the dot done.
Man, I was thinking the exact same thing. The whole time I'm like, okay, is he done yet? No? Come on. Come on.
You can go back to regular Zelda for a week now, Cantaloupe. How about that?
Well, can't go back to too much regular. I have a no glitches allowed marathon run at like midnight tonight between Roost Slugs and I. So,
are you sure about the time on that, Cantaloupe?
I'm not even going to right now. But anyway, I'm not going to take up Speed Gaming's time anymore. But thank you all, GG, man. And I'll see y'all later.
GG,
all right,
GG,
thank
man.
you, Cantaloupe.
Thanks, Cantaloupe.
OPT, you've got to win in the bank. What are you thinking going forward?
Oh, gosh. I need to read better, apparently. Oh man, gosh, I'm speechless. Actually, I didn't think I was gonna win.
Hey,
There's
loosen
no-
up that bow
especially
tie,
when I
man.
spent. Thanks. Especially with how long level 9 took, simply because I don't know why I'm just retreading everything on that side like twice, because I'm like, I clearly missed something, and then no, I didn't miss anything.
Oh, you missed something.
Oh yeah, I missed something. And the worst thing is I never walk back into that room again to, like, you know, re-see the hit and be like, oh, it said east.
Yeah.
I have a
Caleb
pretty
actually
full
walked
map.
through it twice.
Yeah. I have a pretty full map, though.
Yeah, it was a nice map.
Yeah.
Getting to Zelda almost required it, because
Yeah.
you start in the southeast. Obviously, you're going to spend a lot of time there. The Silvers were in the northeast. In your situation, you were going to clear the northwest, obviously, and then southwest you had to kind of spiral around to get to Zelda. So we got a good look at that nice skull.
Well, thankfully, I keep track of where I bombed and whatnot, because, as I said, like, once I got that compass and figured out where Zelda was, I immediately knew how to get there, despite the fact that I hadn't been in the 2 rooms above her. I'm like, there's only one way. You can't get in from the top of that, like, last 3 section because of that shoot room. So the only way there is through the potential bomb wall. And for some odd reason, I think I decided to walk it instead of going back to oh, whatever.
It worked, you know.
Well, thank
But
you
hey.
for a great race, and it was quite enjoyable to watch.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks, Speed Gaming, for hosting the race. And who was tracking for us? The Melee Wizard?
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. And thank you, guys, for commentating. I gotta go watch this. Well, I can't. I got another race coming up. But after that.
That's OPT.
Well,
Bow tie
enjoy
struts
that,
for the
man.
win.
Oh, test strats, yes.
Well, Trenton, I don't think we're going to be able to top that anytime soon. That was absolutely fantastic from start to finish. Twists and turns. One guy with a Triforce advantage, the other with an Exploration advantage. Then all of a sudden, the guy with the Triforce disadvantage is the first one into 9. Then the other guy gets Ganon first. You know, back and forth here on the Kitchen Cinco Speed Gaming 5. Just absolutely fantastic. Hope all the races could be this good.
Z1 Rando, we know drama. Thanks everybody who spent part of your afternoon with us, and hope you have a great rest of the day.
Yes, thanks so much.